Undefeated.
Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome to another episode of the Undefeated podcast.
The only podcast with two undefeated fighters, fam.
Batting it up. Let's go.
Waste no time. Tyson Fury 2026 Riyadh season trilogy.
Oh my God! Do you know what, yeah? I don't care about him anymore, fam.
It's a piss take. One sec. It's a piss
I really
take.
just want him to stay retired, bro.
You knew he was coming back.
I know, but I just want him out of the game. I think I'm ready for this era to wash out of boxing, bro.
No, I'm excited. I'm excited because he's not going to fight Usyk. He's gonna fight AJ in 2026. He's fighting AJ. Yeah. I listened to him talk. We had to put him pound for pound, probably one of the best businessmen to do it, even though his tactic is so stupid, and I don't know why they keep falling for it. Hey guys, I'm retiring.
Yeah, I know.
And then he's like,
if you want me out of retirement, this is how much it's going to cost.
It's going to take a lot of money to get me out of retirement because I'm gone, by the way, and then after coins, ESPN. Bro, we've seen him do this. Okay, bro, this is the same move. Yeah, he's been doing this move for the longest time. This is the boy that cried wolf, yeah, but no one's listening to that story. Like, he can keep crying wolf.
I'm so fed up, fam.
Like, he's a commodity though. So we have to now, even if you don't like it, bro, you got to give him a level of respect because this game that he plays works brilliantly. He's going to get the money that he wants because we still want the fight.
Thing is, yeah, no, we don't. No, we actually don't. I don't think we want the fight. I don't think there is an overwhelming majority of people that want to see 3 Usyk Furies. They don't. I know what you're saying. I know you're talking about AJ. I want to see AJ and Fury. That's the one I really want. And I want them to both look at retirement after that fight. I don't really think that they got a long road after them, either of them. But in terms of the way he's come out and done the big old post, Usyk Fury 2026, he's coming out talking about it was a robbery. I want a fair decision this time somewhere in the UK. I think to myself, I'll get this deluded nonsense out of here, man. Because if Usyk doesn't take the fight, he's going to run around talking about, he ducked me. Bro, he smoked you twice, bro. We don't need another one-sided trilogy, bro. We had Fury Chisora 3 times. Yes. This is finished.
Do you know why it's funny that you talk about the he ducked me thing? Could never work. He's never going to be able to say he beat twice. There's no duck. There's no way that unless they rebrand it and they take the books out of schools, so we don't know what's going on. What we have to do is burn the books. What you're telling me to do right now, burn the box rec. That's what you're saying to do.
Delete the footage, burn the
footage, burn the box rec. Because we know what we saw. People know what they saw. They saw the DVD logo. Yeah, everything he's saying is crazy. You put on weight, you've lost weight. You've done everything to beat this man. You can't beat him. You know, so there's no, I want a fair crack at him. That was there before. You've seen it. You lot tried to lie. Even after the fight, he's been rushed to hospital. No, he wasn't.
Yeah.
Like, stop it, guys. Everything you tried to do, the games that you tried to play, it's just not worked. And remember, like, while I give him grace for being a good businessman, I think it's really simplistic what he's doing, but it works. The grace that can't be applied is they have the same tactic to when they lose. We were robbed. The war. Remember the war?
Oh, snap the third. Yeah, that's right.
The war was one. There was something else. There was what was going on after? What was the excuse after the second one?
He just said it was a robbery. Ran out the ring. Just ran. Remember, he left the ring. He left the ring all upset. Ben Davison saw him outside. How'd you have it? Well, you know, like you can tell he's one of those people that if he doesn't get his way, he's inconsolable, bro. Like we talk about, you know, reacting to defeat and what it would look like. We've seen it with AJ a few times now. Do you know what I'm saying? And the first 2 times, it's been comebacks. Now we're in a case with Dubois where we're just like, well, okay, well, we don't know what this is going to look like. But we've seen him come back from a defeat before. With Fury, we actually don't know if he can come back and keep things together. Because delusion is actually a horrible place to be. Yeah? Deontay Wilder is prime example. He blamed everything, bro. Egg weight form, Mark Breland, my trainer. Get me a new trainer.
Suit. The clothes was too heavy.
Were too heavy. Fam, he looks for everything other than in the man in the mirror. And I think Fury's doing exactly the same.
Bro, we need to, and that's the thing about losing. It really does something. It shakes up a fighter, especially a fighter if that's their one strength, they've never overcome that. It's always a crazy and dangerous place. He talks no man born of his mother. They've had the mantras, all these things, and it's like, bro, last time I checked, I don't know if this guy was a cesarean, bro, but like he's Usyk beat him up. Ngannou put hands on him. Ngannou did. Yeah, let's never forget that. That should never have happened, but he did.
True.
Yeah, and dropped him. Your last stats, if we're being fair, is a shaky win to Ngannou, and you got broke up by Usyk. That's who you are. Now
that's
he has
3 on the bounce.
Where the family have left, they've left town. Let's never forget that. That was a great day out. When they showed us they had Lil Baby performing, was it Lil Baby? Bro, that's the start of the Riyadh madness, the magical moment of these lot got boxing now. Eddie Hearn had his own Saudi link, not this Saudi link.
It wasn't looking like this one.
Nah, it was different. It was in Saudi, it just was different. Very. Yeah. Now we've seen Fury pop outside. Every single time it stinks. Like in terms of the delivery and what he's doing. He tried to talk about this guy being gap tooth, cruiserweight, all this other stuff. Why is it that you can't knock him out? You said, I remember getting to see him when AJ was fighting Dubois and he was speaking at Box Park, and he says, I know what I have to do. I got to knock this guy Spark out because they tried to get away with it for obviously the war and stuff. He blamed everything then. So he said, I got to knock him out. This is when I'm seeing him talk. So you knew that in the first one, you put on weight for the second one, you didn't knock him out. He was still better than you. He even decided not to even to run as much.
That's right.
So where are you getting this from? Where is this coming from that, you were robbed, or you knew to knock him out, you didn't knock him out, you couldn't get the decision, you didn't have what it took to beat this man. And now you have to kid us in believing that, you retired for some strange reason. Don't even understand that. Then you retired, and let's really have it right, yeah? When you retire, do you have to do random testing?
Oh, now we're pudding.
I'm just saying, I don't know the rules. I don't know the rules.
Retired fighters get drug tested.
That's something I'm interested in a little bit. That's something I'm interested in a little bit. So I'm not, again, this is not the allegation. I want to know with somebody with a checkered past, the same way I'm allowed to call Big Baby Miller a drug cheat. Yeah. And no one's going to say anything. It's a well-known joke, walking pharmacy, all that stuff. Yeah. Well, this man was gone for the same way with Canelo. If we're being fair, like we're calling a spade, the same way Conor Ben won't be able to fight those allegations. Like he's still got a deal. There's a group of people that are going to say this about him every single time. For some strange reason, Tyson Fury is not brought up in this thing at all.
There you go.
But so just now we say, okay, check it past this, that, and the other. Well, after you fight, you just leave and retire. And we can't do no due diligence. Why?
But
do you come back to us after the cycle?
There you go. You get to come back after the cycle's done and be like, yeah, I'm back. Bro, this guy could be juicing.
We're not saying that it's done. We got to protect the brand. Again, this is a question that's been asked. I believe if a fighter
is able to escape the protocol of testing due to retirement, they can do a full cycle and return to the sport and then be like, okay, because the benefits of these drugs do stay. Yeah. However you dice it, it doesn't need to be in your system right now to benefit you right now. If you're on some serious training schedule, you will see the benefits of whatever substance that goes in your system. So if Tyson Fury and his 5th or 6th retirement, clearly with an active, when a man retires, but I'm still in the gym daily, twice a day, he says, you haven't retired then, really. You just don't have a fight scheduled. It's time for us to start to look at these things. I'd like to know what the testing looks like for a man who's retired.
Someone inform us because again, we put out the first bit of this pod, right?
That's right.
On the means, yeah. Inform us, help us out, because you lot sometimes again we get brushed with the you lot just don't like Tyson Fury. I was a Tyson Fury fan. Yeah, I couldn't wait to mention that one night in Dusseldorf. Yeah, but guess what? There's been other nights that we need to ask questions to.
That night
Even
was like, 10
even after
years
that
ago.
even after that one night in Dusseldorf, he retired.
Mm-hmm.
He
and
retired.
That was because of the drug charge. That's the original thing that set this off.
Here we go. So now if I'm looking at, well, what is this process that happens? Because why are you going? Why are you dropping titles? Why do you just relinquish stuff that means the most to people? What is that about? We're just going to let go of a title. And why are you allowed to do it? Why do you like to just in and out of the sport, not taking it serious? There is that. Like, again, you talk about you respecting boxing. Well, is this respect to boxing? These are the questions we've got to ask ourselves.
That's the thing is, he doesn't respect boxing. That's why for me, it's like, whilst, at the top of the pod, when you were like, we do have to give him credit because he does get his own way with the business. I'm like, this is just a shit way to get what you want. It's a charlatan way to bully your way into getting your way. Like, the fact is, you do not deserve an Usyk fight. Simple and plain. You lost to him back to back twice. That business and that story is closed. Yeah. If AJ was to just lose twice in a row and then be like, third fight, let's get to it, the uproar would be insane. And you know what? To be fair, the uproar has been insane for Fury. I'm not seeing under any thread anybody being like, that's right, get straight to him, Fury. Even the Fury fanboys, they're just like, mate, yeah, nah, I don't really need to see that again. I think that it's clear. The story at this point here, where we are with them two brothers, see each other, you and AJ, all right? We can see that you're up in your years. I don't think those guys are designed to exist in boxing deep into their late 30s. I just don't think they're built like that. Yes. Yeah. And that's not to sustain their legacy. A lot of their bodies at this top level in sport, it don't hold up for everybody. I think them men have to see each other because, well, it's time. The only fight that, doesn't need to happen that I can see happening, and, it wouldn't be, it just for the story would be AJ Wilder. I don't think that needs to happen. But, when stuff is just like, well, we were talking about this for a long time. Like Mike Tyson Lewis type vibe, where it's like, well, it'd be a shame if we didn't. But even that doesn't need to happen. This is where we are in the story. Fury acting like he's got all this time, talking about, I want to fight Usyk. And then he said one thing about AJ. He goes, what do you think about the Jake Paul thing? He goes, yeah, I think that fight's 50-50. I'm like, bro, this guy is always, it's good talk. It's good banter. But at the same time, I'm like, bro, you can't tell by all your last three performances that you're on the slide. He's talking about fighting Dubois. You would get absolutely cooked by that level of violence that Dubois would bring.
Bro, it's nasty work, man. It's not like, I tell you now, this is, and it's even almost disrespectful to Dubois because that means he's not even fancying Dubois as he's saying, I'm fighting Usyk. What does that mean? Dubois fighting Usyk now for the title. So what are you fighting him for? Are you fighting him for just for the love of the game, the love of the sport? Come on, let's stop this. Because if Usyk might not be in the game 2026.
I think he retires.
Chances are he will be. Because
you reckon he'll just stick around?
Money in it. I'm good. I'm still good, and I can make money. Where am I going?
It's one of them because I know he was considering retirement.
10 million. I'm outside. I'm fighting.
I think if he stays after Dubois, then I start to worry about because I know he's going to decline. That's it. He's getting older. Let me just check how old he is real quick.
And remember, he's got mileage as well.
38 years old, all right?
Mileage.
Brother, he's taking... Thing is, it's like he doesn't get beat up, but he puts himself through it in them camps. Because he knows this guy, I'm still small. Yeah.
These little... If I don't move, if I like slow down, I'm in a lot of trouble. Like even this camp that he's done, it had to be grueling. Daniel Dubois is coming for him. Yeah. He can't be on some joke thing. Daniel Dubois, the young man, stronger, should be better. A better version of Dubois is going to sharpen his fight. He has to reinvent himself against these fighters, bro. If you talk about the trip that the fights he had to face, AJ, Yeah. Daniel Dubois, Fury.
Mate,
What is that?
that's a mad run, bro.
What is that, bro?
Just
That's not
tear
right.
through the man, bro.
What is that? That's not even a normal run. That's
Mm,
why, again, for me, why when I talk about, and I get the pound for pound thing, I understand the argument, but I'm like, brother, nobody's run looks like this. No one. These are the names like Daniel Dubois. If AJ and other men are not there, he's probably the best as it
yeah,
stands. Are
yeah,
you with me? So then after he might have to deal with this and still have to fight Parker. That's crazy, bro. That is, you have to understand how mad that is. I'm gonna
mate.
say I beat up everybody. Nah.
It's actually mad.
Let's move on though. Hey, listen, for the people, you ain't gonna hear the rest of this pod because it's Patreon, but shout out to you lot, big up yourselves.
That's right.
Let's talk about our guy, Ben Shalom.
Let's do it, man. Yeah, listen, guys. You know what's about to get wild. Listen, sign up to the Patreon if you want to hear this conversation continue. If not, cool, no worries, man. Everybody else, let's roll. Ben Shalom, bro.
Oh my god. Talk to me.
So Eddie Hearn did an interview this week, and he goes, I just got a message from Team Eubank basically saying that Ben Shalom's not involved. He's not the promoter anymore. Like they're handling all their business. God, don't know. It's what it is. Next day, statement released through Boxer. Yeah, at Nova Sports, that's Nafa and them, man.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, just to let you know,